What's up, YouTube? Smooth Cat is back today,
It's not live,
and
dog.
Boston Boxing Talk Hangout.
It's not
It
live, dog. Mike, it's not live.
is live, Mr. Big Cool.
It say off air on my screen. All right,
It still say live over here on mine.
it's your boy, Big Cool. Oh, it just went live. I mean, on mine, but it's Big Cool. Uh, Sorry about that, but yeah. What up, CBT supporters and fellow boxing fans?
And what up? It's your boy John G from VA representing CBT. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. The main portion of the show we're gonna talk about Miguel Cotto and Daniel Geale, but we're gonna kind of we gotta get on. We're gonna cover a few of the fights from over the weekend. First off, Anthony Joshua is a name that's rising up a lot of people's interest list. As we know, he had the second round destruction of Kevin Johnson. What did you see in that ring on Saturday night, Big Cool? And what is your take for Joshua's potential?
Joshua has the potential to be the best heavyweight for a decade. You know, whatever. You know, something similar to Vladimir Klitschko. Obviously, he has some stiff competition ahead of him that could potentially, cause him, some problems. But he's big, he's athletic, he's always in shape. He's very dedicated to his craft, and you can tell that when he's in the gym, he improves on what is not his best art attribute. I mean, he really zeroes in on trying to, become the perfect fighter that he can be. JG mentioned it. He's very coordinated. He has good footwork. Good hand speed for a 6'6" guy, heavyweight. Definitely got the pop because Kevin Johnson he went the distance with Vitali, with Fury, with who else he fought? He fought a lot of guys. Yeah, Chisora.
Manuel Shar.
Yeah, he won the distance with a lot of these guys, and Fury, he's still a heavyweight contender that is next up for Vladimir, I believe, who is a talented fighter as well. But I just see Joshua being special, man. He is a special fighter, and we're gonna need somebody over here from America to be able to come back there and give him a run for his money. And we got a guy potentially in Deontay Wilder, but he's definitely behind Joshua, in my opinion, in terms of a foundation, a solid foundation built, and hey, Joshua's the real deal, man. I enjoy watching him. He really destroyed Johnson, but he kind of squared himself up a little bit, But hey, that's just you got to go for the kill. You got to go for the kill. But I don't like to see nobody do that. But pretty much he the real deal, Holyfield of the UK,
JG.
Man, look, I was totally blown away by the skills of Joshua. I told you guys that I wanted to go into this thing like with my blinders on and really just focus on Anthony Joshua because I was going to do an article on him, just like, because I had never really seen him. I've heard things from people. I knew he was an upcoming prospect. I know that he was one of your prospects, Smooth Cat, and I just wanted to. I wanted to see if he was really good and if he was what people were, I guess, worth the hype. But I had to see it myself. And the thing is, man, I've never seen anybody that big have that much coordination, that much speed, and the ability, like the skill set that he had. It was almost like I wrote in an article today, and everybody check that out. But that he's like a 6'6" welterweight, and you don't run into that very often. I mean, yeah, he fought Kevin Johnson, and Kevin Johnson's a bit of a gatekeeper at this point, but he's a solid vet, like Smooth Cat said. He fought some very worthy opponents. None of them stopped him. So Joshua was able to stop him. So he's got to be special. He's got to be special. And I can't wait to see who he fights in July. And it's more to come from this guy, man. I can't wait.
I agree. You know what? Like I said, I'm definitely excited about him because when I saw a few of his amateur fights, and I'm like, man, dude, hey, this kid good. He real good. So I mean, but you know how they go. You know, everybody got to have a maturation process, and I honestly feel that, like as of right now, I'll even do this on live air. I honestly feel that as of right now, Anthony Joshua will beat Bermain Stavern, in my opinion. As of right now, I know a lot of people gonna say, no, Smooth Cat, you tripping. Yeah, he's more experienced, but I mean, like I said, if you look, what is it that Bermain Stavern does that's gonna like really offset Joshua?
I mean,
He doesn't
I
repeat
mean,
the pattern thing.
not he doesn't. Yeah, like you said, he doesn't do a lot of that. I mean, he's a good fighter, but he's definitely
Absolutely.
not on Joshua's level. But you never can count out of him. You know what I'm saying? He got a good chin. I
True.
mean, he took some hellacious shots from Wilder, and he was badly hurt, but damn, and you gotta give him credit for that. I just think that Joshua would beat him, but I don't know if he would KO him in less than 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out there on that limb.
I got him in under 5.
Yeah, not see. I don't know, man. See, I don't know about his chin, because sometimes I'm not comparing him to David Price, two different fighters, but David Price was another highly talented UK heavyweight prospect who even won ESPN, Dan Rayfield, whatever that means now, prospect of the year, 2 years ago, 3 years
Right.
ago, and you see what Tony Thompson did, you know what I'm saying? And so you can't count out the veterans, don't matter how much, better you think Joshua is that one fighter, that's going to always, make you step back and be like, okay, he's still the goods, but, this is what he needs to work on. So it's really hard to say he'll beat Stavern right now that decisively until we see him, kind of face some type of adversity. And,
Right.
I'm not saying he can't beat him, but you know what I'm saying? With that, that decisively, I'm not going to say that because Stavern is a full-grown man. He's a full-grown man in there, man. And shit, and he going to bring it to you. And we don't even know if Joshua has a chin. We don't know how good his stamina is. There's a lot of fighters that be looking like they can go to rounds, but he hasn't been past 3 rounds either. So you got to take that into account. And you got to take, like JG also said, does he have that will to go toe to toe? Even though he did do it in his Olympic, gold medalist fight against whoever he beat, but this is different, man. You got no headgear on, and it's 10-ounce gloves.
Okay. You know what? Now, to kind of touch on something you said. Now, true with the David Price thing. The big difference with him and David Price is they were matching David Price a lot softer than they're matching Joshua. They actually giving Joshua guys who challenged for a world heavyweight title or who recently fought a current world heavyweight champion. The guys they were giving Price were, I mean, guys who was 3 wins and 50 defeats and things of that sort. So I mean, I think it was a dramatic difference, but I do understand the elements you're coming from though. But what I'll say closing on Joshua, I really believe Joshua is the future of the heavyweight division, and I'm really hoping somewhere down the line we can see Deontay Wilder get in that ring versus Anthony Joshua sometime down the line, and let's see the fireworks.
Yeah, that definitely has fireworks written all over. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a big fan of Joshua, but I want Wilder to be the face just because he's an American, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We kind of haven't had the heavyweight champion to represent our country in forever. And just because he got a title, he's still not the champion. The
True.
champion resides in he's a Ukrainian, resides in Germany or wherever he lives in now with Vladimir. So look, I don't have a problem with Joshua being the guy, the face of the division, but I'd be rooting hard for Wilder just because he's that American guy, and we desperately need somebody that can inspire the fellow American big guys that can the heavyweight boxing is back, and so. I look at it as either one of those guys the face of it for the future, but like I said, they need to fight eventually, 2-3 years from now, or whenever.
Hopefully so. But to get on one of the next fights from this past weekend, where you had I'd say the most talked about fight of the weekend, Amir King Kong versus Chris Algieri. You know what? I guess I'll start this one off. In that fight, what you saw a very different Chris Algieri. You saw Chris Algieri coming up. He was more assertive, more. I mean, he like really looked in control of what he was doing. And I give credit to John David Jackson, who I feel is one of the most underrated trainers in the game today, because he developed one hell of a game plan for Chris Algieri in that fight. And Chris Algieri, he did a good job of putting it out there. The only thing I can say is with Amir Khan. Khan, at times, he seemed to be a little lackadaisical in there at times, and Virgil Hunter let him know. He told him, he said, "Look, cut that out. Listen to what I'm telling you. If you box appropriately, this guy he can't compete with you." And the times that Amir Khan sat there and he boxed appropriately, it was hard for Chris Algieri to even land a shot. But early on in the fight, Chris Algieri caught him with a nice right hook, and I was like, "Oh, here we go down memory lane again." But he recovered, but it seemed to me like Khan was trying to prove, he could take a punch or something. But only thing I will say for the fight, Chris Algieri, I mean, I know he looked real big in that fight. He looked big, no homo as they say, but he looked real big in that fight. He was, I know he had to tip the scales at least 160 something. He was huge in that. Be cool.
It was a really good fight. Surprisingly, I thought. I apologize, Chris Algieri. I thought you'd get whitewashed by Amir Khan. And I say that with respect, not just based off of I don't gotta explain myself. I've said it plenty of times, but Chris Algieri showed that he was better than what people thought. Although we seen with the whole Manny Pacquiao fiasco, but he's definitely improved on a John David Jackson, and he definitely rocked Khan at least twice in the fight. Surprisingly, I didn't think he'd be able to rock him like that, but he did. He was aggressive. He threw a lot more punches than he did in his last two fights or last fight. He made an assertive effort to go to the body, but Khan was just faster. Fight was much closer than the whole. I forgot what the scores were, but the fight was closer. You can argue 4, maybe 5 rounds for Algieri. It depends on you got to how generous you want to be, but I scored an 8-4 for Khan, but the fight was closer than the scorecards indicated and how some of the fans are portraying the performance. Khan is just Khan, Khan at the end of the day, he's who he is, no matter who his trainer is. He has mental lapses, which is going to cost him against a better fighter, and I just don't think this fight it warranted a shot at the money man, and I think Khan is a very good fighter who has mental limitations, and that's what holds him back. He can't really, stick to the game plan for a whole 12 rounds. And if he does stick to it, his chin is going to, potentially let him down. So those are really some horrible, weaknesses to have, you know what I'm saying? Because he has the physical ability, but if he can't keep it together mentally and he takes his foot off the gas and lets his opponent get momentum, then what else can he do? And Virgil Hunter showed his frustration, and by telling him to, he wanted him to knock the guy out, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
He didn't, but maybe he knew. He punched harder than he thought, so he didn't want to take no chances. So that's all I really had to say. It was a good fight, good win for Khan. Still don't think he's ready for Floyd, but hey, he's probably gonna get the fight.
JG?
What I thought the fight was really good, and I know that a lot of people are giving Khan grief, and that's one thing that I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna give him grief because I think that it was more so based on how good Algieri was prepared for this fight. I don't even think Khan took him lightly. I just think that Algieri and John David Jackson did that a well of a game plan, that well of a job training for this fight. I really think that it was really like the gap was closed because Algieri got better. And I think that Khan has gotten better. I don't think that he got better this camp though. If you know what I mean, like
Yeah. It just probably seemed like they might have trained just the typical, how we see American, outboxing, fast hands, and really nothing of substance.
But I'm not gonna say that Amir Khan didn't train hard though, because he said he overtrained. I mean, Khan always got a million excuses, but like he really had to make a show of this fight with Chris Algieri and try and dispose of him, so that he could call out Floyd. So I don't think that Khan came in there not prepared. I just think that Algieri was able to I know that like Smooth Cat was talking that he said that Algieri had to cut the ring off a little bit better. But at times, I thought he did a very good job cutting off the ring. He made Khan very uncomfortable in there, and that's what it was really about. Khan wasn't very comfortable all night in that fight. Like he was the more active of the two because he was a little bit quicker and he was able to get off his punches faster. But Chris Algieri did a very good job of closing that distance and making it a tough fight for Khan. And I think that Khan did grow a little bit from the fight. Whether people want to believe it or not, he was able to edge out a tough fight. I mean, whether people want to say he didn't live up to expectation or not, tough fights build character, and I think that he did do that. I don't think that he's deserving of a Floyd fight because I don't think that he separated himself from Thurman or Brook. But I will say that I'm a little proud of Amir Khan, even though he had mental lapses, because he did hold it together to win. He didn't self-destruct. So.
Yeah, and I wasn't being critical saying he didn't prepare. I just think that they didn't. It's really, I guess you look at it like I was looking at it. He's the superior. He does everything better than Algieri. So, I mean, it's really not too much you can really, I guess do if you look at Algieri. Being Amir Khan, you faster, you bigger, you longer, no homo. Stuff like that, but I just feel that he thought he was just a better boxer, so he could just, use his speed to, outpoint him easily, and that wasn't the case. But yeah, he didn't really separate himself to stand out and say, yes, you know what, that's the guy that can challenge Floyd for the
welterweight supremacy.
I guess so. Yeah, if you want to call it the welterweight supremacy. Yeah. I don't know, man. Shit. It was a good fight, though.
Well, I have a question for you guys. Because now, I forget who it was. Somebody said that I believe Khan isn't going to look as fast this fight because Chris Algieri has a little speed. So my question to you guys is Khan really that fast, or is he a product, or is his speed more of a product of the guys he had been fighting in the past? Because he didn't look as fast against Algieri.
Shit, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, cause Khan is fast. I ain't gonna say he ain't fast. Now he might not be as fast as we thought, but he fast. He really is fast. And I'm trying to think his opponents. I mean, Zab, he was fast, but maybe he was faster because Zab's reflexes wasn't as good. You know what I mean? Maybe, something like that. It just looks faster than what it is, being on TV than live. Khan, I mean, against Peterson, he was fast. He was fast against Maidana. He was fast against. I mean, I don't think he's as fast.
Lightning against Maidana.
Yeah, I don't think he's as fast as he once was, but I also think.
But everybody's faster than Maidana.
I think that's because he put on.
Maidana.
I think that's because he. No, you good. I think that's because he put on muscle. Amir Khan is bulked up too since he moved to 147. Yeah. Muscle gonna affect your speed, and you know what I'm saying. And he has. I don't know. I just don't think he's as fast as he once was, but. I mean, he was hitting Khan. Algieri with some fast shots.
Yeah, he was. You know what? With that, what I'll say is, I think his speed is good. I just think at times he sat there. He was doing a little too much thinking, and when he thinks, he slows down his reaction. But uh, like Big Cool just said, he was one of the latest shots in there.
I mean, like I don't know. I had to rewatch the fight, but Khan definitely he looked faster in the ring between the two. But hey, what you think, JG? You don't think he looked as fast as he usually does?
I just don't think that the speed element was as much of a factor as it normally is with Khan. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's
And
why I think it was a tough. Oh, my bad, man. My bad. Let you finish.
No, that's cool. It's cool. Actually, go ahead.
That's why I think the fight was a little closer. A lot closer than maybe because I really thought that the speed would just be a significant advantage for Khan. I thought he was just gonna be able to keep him at the end of his jab, be able to turn him whenever he wanted to, and just before Algeria, but some of that body work, going to the body for Algeria work, cutting the ring off, work, closing distance, using his own jab. But I just thought that the speed would really carry him along with his boxing skills to a easy unanimous decision. But like you said, credit to John David Jackson, one of the most underrated and overlooked trainers in the game today, for helping improve Algeria, and credit Algeria for being a capable fighter of being able to make those improvements, because a lot of people can have the right guy in their corner but just don't have the physical ability to do it, or the mental capability. So
there you go.
Yeah, so both guys are, Algeria is better than what we thought, and John David Jackson is better than we thought. So kudos to all those guys.
Most of. You know what? The last thing I'll say about it is, I think, like I say, okay, the perception that I think Khan took from some of the things I heard him saying, he was kind of comparing Algeria to Paulie Malignaggi. I don't know if I was the only one. If I was the only one who caught that, but he was kind of comparing those two fights, and I was kind of thinking to myself, because I seen Algeria fighting Ruslan Provodnikov, and we all know Provodnikov can take a hell of a shot, but Algeria was able to keep Provodnikov off him at times. So I knew he had to have some respectable power. And another fight is the Manny Taylor fight. He hurt Manny Taylor in that fight, if I'm exact. But like I say, overall, Khan, I think he didn't give Algeria enough credit, and it showed in the ring. Like I said, I do feel he did enough to win, but I mean, you can't take nobody lightly in boxing. I don't care who they are. I mean, it could be Paulie Malignaggi. You can't take nobody lightly.
Let me ask you this, Mike, a smooth cat. You said what you just said was that you felt that Khan did just enough to win, right?
Right. I scored 8-4 for him.
All right, but do you feel because you've been pushing this Khan Mayweather fight, not to stay too much on it and not to put you on no spot. I'm just asking because
it's all good. Go ahead.
Do you feel that this fight earned him that shot, or do you think he needs to fight one more, or really fight Thurman or whoever available to really prove that he, I guess he can't really fight no more after this to get a Floyd Mayweather, because in September is either September or never. But do you think he really earned this fight in your heart? Would you be comfortable dishing out $60 to see, the Amir Khan potentially that we've seen against Algeria step in the ring with Mayweather?
Okay, now the only thing I'm gonna do with your question, I'm gonna slide another element in there, because and the element I'm gonna slide in there is style wise. Yes, I do feel that he still can trouble Floyd, but do I think he earned the fight off of his last fight? No, but do I think he'll get it? Yes.
Okay, style-wise, yes, you say that. You do point that out, and which is a factor. But if we're talking about Floyd Mayweather, I'm not about to go crazy because we all know his credentials and his talent. I'm not one of these Floyd lovers like that. But I respect the talent. I've seen him adjust to pretty much every style. If you're telling me that Algeria gave Khan a lot of fits, that you telling me that Floyd won't easily beat, beat Khan. I know the speed. I know the height. I know the talent that Khan is. But I just look at it as Floyd will take him out mentally. He might be just as fast as see Floyd let his hands go like that. But I just feel that the way Floyd dictates the pace and controls the tempo, I just don't see Khan being able to get off. It's like he'll be worried about some coming back from Floyd, which is their right hand or their check left hook. And I mean, I think he'll just be cautious because the moment as well.
Okay, and okay, from that sense, what I can kind of see what Khan doing. Okay, now Khan is he's gonna come out to dictate the action because that's just who he is. He's gonna come to dictate the action. So the thing is, originally when he comes out to dictate, because he's gonna come with the jab and trying to control the range. So Floyd is gonna be there to try to counter and hit him with some body shots to slow him down. But with that said, now the thing is, because as every last one of us to mention, when Floyd throws that left jab to the body, he leaves the opening for a right hand over the top, which is a shot that he's been hit with by a few people.
Yeah.
Now with that, Amir Khan is fast enough to close that gap and to be able to hit him. So, like I said, my thing is, I'm not saying Khan is going to beat Floyd Mayweather, but what I'm saying is, I do feel Khan has the style and the repertoire to potentially give Floyd Mayweather one hell of a fight. And it wouldn't shock me if he could actually force Floyd to become more aggressive than he normally is, which
And that's
would more openness.
but that's fine. But if he's more aggressive, then I believe Floyd has the power to knock out Khan. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Floyd wouldn't mind going balls to the wall in his last, so to speak, last fight of his career. Khan ain't no light puncher by no means, but I mean, it ain't like you talking about going to war with a Maidana or Pacquiao or Canelo where you just saying, you know what, where he can the threat of a knockout. I'm saying all fighters can get knocked out, but relatively speaking, Khan doesn't knock anybody out. He outboxes them. What you feel, JG?
Well, I mean, about the light punching thing, I tell you what, we have noticed some differences between him and between Virgil Hill and Freddie Roach. But what I will say is with Freddie Roach, man, to me he seemed like he punched harder. To me,
I think so.
Under Virgil Hill, I think it's more about getting the contact and winning a round. It's not necessarily about trying to knock this guy out. It's about 12 rounds. So to me, a guy like Floyd, like I know that Smooth Cat pointed out the jab to the body and leaving the opening, but Floyd then took some of the biggest punches that we've probably seen. I don't think that Khan could. He probably can make contact and anybody can go down on one punch, but I just don't. I don't know if after round 1 or round 2 that he respects Khan enough to, you know what I'm saying, be as cautious as he was against Canelo and against Manny Pacquiao. He might go after Khan.
Yeah, my point exactly. I think I can see him walking down Khan once he gets his timing. Floyd has never been scared to get hit. I mean, he doesn't prefer getting hit, but obviously when he decided to take chances, and he knew the threat of a potential, big shot coming back in, but he knows how to deal with, he know how to handle himself in that ring. But he know how to handle himself in the ring. And I just don't see Khan messing with Floyd. I may be wrong, but I don't want to dish out. I wouldn't dish out $60 for that fight.
I'm gonna tell you this much, man. Floyd Senior worked with him a little bit. He's been in the Mayweather gym. They didn't spar together. Floyd knows his weaknesses.
Yep.
And I will tell you this.
JG? Okay, we lost JG temporarily. But the next fight to touch on, and honestly, Kell Brook versus Frankie Gavin. But I saw that one. I pretty much saw what I expected. I expected Kell Brook to come out, dictate the pace, the physically stronger, mentally stronger, harder puncher in the ring. I expected him to come out there and basically, I think I picked him by unanimous decision, but I expected him to win that fight like a 10-2. I expected him to run away with that fight, but him getting the TKO was even better. So I was impressed. I was impressed by him getting the stoppage, but I kind of knew that fight seemed a bit of a mismatch to me.
I didn't even watch the fight, but I know that Kell Brook looked good doing it. I can pretty much imagine how he defeated him, just like he did with Porter and how he did with JoJo Dan. Throwing out the rhythm, jab. Throwing that crazy right hand, not crazy, but you know what I mean. His favorite punch,
Right.
that straight right hand. Probably dropped it down, and he kind of probably hit him behind the head a few times. That's what he do too. Nothing dissing him, but that's just what he did a lot against JoJo Dan. But yeah, just throwing his timing off, come behind the jab, throwing a 1-2, maybe clinching a little bit, and then dropping the boom on him.
Absolutely.
That's what I imagine. Am I wrong? That's what I imagine happened in the fight, but I have yet to see it.
Okay. Well, honestly, with the recent rumors that's out, the two finalists to potentially get the fight with Floyd Mayweather are Kell Brook and Amir Khan. So I think that's kind of ironic. It's down to those two guys from what I've heard. It's down to those two guys because I honestly feel that those guys should have been fighting each other this weekend, and if they would have fought each other, one of them could have they could actually put their stamp on it to actually say, okay, you know what, I'm the guy that deserves the Floyd Mayweather fight. But I mean, I still think you got that wild card of Keith Thurman who can potentially get the fight as well. JG.
Yeah, my bad, man. I got cut off. My phone was kind of dying or whatnot, but I was kind of saying at the end of my point, I was kind of saying how Floyd is more crafty than he is talented, so he probably would figure out Khan. But to touch on your point about Keith Thurman possibly being that wild card, I kind of talked to Keith's manager, and it's not looking like that's going to happen, and they're not waiting for a Floyd fight either. I mean, if it would have happened, it'd probably be sometime next year. But we probably can kiss that goodbye. I think it's between Khan and Brook right now.
Hey, JG.
And Floyd could try and piss Khan off and just go in the direction of Brook.
Hey, JG.
What's up?
Hey, did you address Virgil Hunter, or did you call him Virgil?
Yeah.
Okay, because somebody said, one of the viewers said that you called him Virgil, Hill, but whatever. I'm just trying to make sure. I don't want you to be.
Maybe I did say Virgil Hill in the beginning. I did correct and say Virgil Hunter.
Okay, yeah, somebody pointed it out, but I was just trying to whatever. But yeah.
No, but what I was saying is, what I was talking about him is, some of the nuances that him and Andre Ward could possibly help Khan with, and understand some of the tricks of the trade of that type of fighting style. But with that being said, Floyd shows he's crafty, so he shows he doesn't like him and Khan, he's familiar with Khan, but Khan isn't going to necessarily be as familiar with Floyd as he thinks he is from the little sparring session that they probably had. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be different.
Shoot, I ain't know they really sparred at all. I ain't really know that.
Right. I never heard of that one either.
Now, Roger Mayweather said it. It's actually on the interview if you look it up on YouTube. And he was pretty much talking about how Floyd would whoop Khan ass.
Well, I agree with Roger there.
No, because Floyd Mayweather, because Khan went to Floyd Mayweather, I think a couple of times. So he trained him. Remember Khan said something about Floyd Mayweather Sr. saying that you're going to be the one to beat my son?
Oh, yeah. Was that around the time when he was working out new trainers after he had left Roach?
Yeah. So
okay,
they sparred. They sparred in the Mayweather gym. So, I mean, Floyd is a lot more – I'm just going to say that they're a lot more familiar with each other than people think.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. To touch on some of the fights that's coming up this weekend, the first fight that we can touch on is one of the fights I think is going to be the most exciting, where you got the return of Robert the Ghost Guerrero after his unanimous decision loss to Keith One Time Thurman against Aaron Martinez in the 10-round fight. Only thing I'm gonna say, I think that fight is going to be all action, all action. Like I say, Martinez comes to bring it. Guerrero comes to bring it. I mean, we can't do nothing but have fireworks. That's gonna be man. That's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Martinez can't punch, can he? I mean, I'm not, I mean, his record doesn't indicate he's a big puncher, right?
Not you know what? Hold on, cause I don't want to get no false
Man,
facts.
he like 19 and 3 with like six
Six.
knockouts, I think.
Yeah, I think Guerrero gonna walk through him. I mean, if he got anything left, he did. He took a beating against Thurman. I mean, like I ain't never seen him get beat up that bad before. Like I'm talking about head was getting like knock, like you just playing tennis, just do. I mean, he got beat down
Four
bad.
KOs. So he's not looked at as a puncher. He got 4 KOs.
But I'm saying he could be looked at as one if Thurman took a lot out of Guerrero.
Yeah.
I tell
Hey,
you that.
he's coming off of a 6-round TKO loss to Josecito Lopez.
Oh no, never mind. Guerrero got this. Guerrero got this.
Oh
I
no.
mean,
Yeah, Josecito had a hard time. He had a stretch where he just couldn't win nothing.
yeah. I mean, I respect Josecito. You know what I'm saying? He a good fighter. I like his story, but nah, yeah, he ain't where he was. I mean, where you talking about? Okay, well, that's a good litmus test. No, man. Yeah, I think Guerrero. I think Guerrero. I think Guerrero go. He better win this one, man. He don't need to make it no. He need to have a boring fight, man, because he got his ass whooped against Thurman. He don't need to be taking no unnecessary punishment. And this is a quick turnaround too, my ass. So
He got his ass kicked by Camera guy too.
I mean, yeah, but that was like I mean, at least he recuperated a year in between that ass whooping and then the Thurman one. I mean, shit,
Hey,
2 ass whoopings in like 2-3 months. That ain't good.
I'm gonna say this about the Ghost. Hey, he might get beat up, he might get hit a lot, but dude, man, does that man have a chin or what? I
Yeah,
mean, some of the stuff Thurman hit him with, I just knew Thurman was gonna put him to sleep.
Yeah, but you know how I be looking. I be looking at it for the health of the fighters. That's why I be
Oh,
saying like,
absolutely.
maybe I shouldn't care so much, but I be like, yeah, man, I don't want to see nobody get they be fucked up with the facilities and not be able to talk. But yeah, man, just rough them up, man, Guerrero, and just try to avoid a firefight and get you a victory, and then call out Amir Khan, tell him come get some of the ghosts.
All right, JG, did you get a chance to touch on this fight?
Oh, 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 yeah, I mean, I pretty much touched on it a lot. I think that the Ghost is probably going to walk through him. This is going to be a Ghost showcase fight. Then again, though, man, these PBC fights, man, they never turn out how they're supposed to. You know what I
Which,
mean?
which is a great
The
thing.
only one,
Absolutely.
yeah, that is a great thing. And I know that a lot of people are complaining about the matchmaking and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm a crybaby. I'm a crybaby ass boxing fan. But, I mean, for the most part, these PBC cards have been you haven't been able to put your finger on how they're going to end. So you never know, man. Aaron Martinez might come in there and put something on Guerrero. I mean, not enough to beat him, but, you know, it might be tough. I doubt it. I got Guerrero actually winning by TKO 6.
Look,
But, I
hey,
mean,
Jay, go ahead.
what's up? Go ahead.
I said JG heard the name Josecito Lopez. He's like, yeah, pretty much. I ain't got nothing to say about this one. Well, let's go on to the
No,
next topic.
I already made, I already made my pick. That I thought that Ghost. This is probably a fight to get him back on track.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. He's like, shit, he lost to Lopez. Let me go and knock it up 6 rounds and go get that TKO.
Hey, I swear I did do that though. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at Box Direct and I was like, damn, he lost to Josecito. Damn, he lost to him and got knocked out.
He like, yeah, man. But I think the Ghost will probably get him out there too.
Okay. The next fight we got coming up is for the WBA regular featherweight championship. We got Jesus Cuellar, or however you say his last name, versus Vic Darchinyan.
Oh, Darchinyan still playing?
So,
Darchinyan is done, dude. Next question.
honestly, now, hey, I'm still a Darchinyan fan, but I agree. I think Darchinyan needs to hang him up, especially at featherweight. I mean, his power has transitioned up a little, but he's not hurting guys the same way he was, because he was a monster at 118.
Yeah, he was like,
You fight him down there, he was knocking you out. Outside of Nonito Donaire, who called him, and hell, he
yep.
almost beat Nonito Donaire last year.
Yeah, man, yeah. Victor Cheney, I like Victor Cheney. He used to be brash, cocky. He was like the Carl Froch of the little weight
Yeah, I
division, you
agree.
know.
That's a
Man,
perfect comparison.
man, he had big power. He wasn't the most skilled, but he had good enough skills to beat you. He beat you down. He talked shit while doing it. And shit, as he got older, I mean, I think the nut shots from Amari. Didn't Morris fight him? Yeah, I
I
think
think
they.
so. But in that one, like I said, I got Cuellar winning that one. I think he's gonna stop Vic. I think Vic then got to the point where like I say, he's at the tail end of his career, and this is like his last shot. So I got Cuellar stopping Victor Archini in a very exciting fight. Go ahead, JG.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna probably be exciting, but I just don't think that Darchinyan is. I think he's gonna get stopped, dude. I mean, it is what it is. I pretty much touched on it a little bit earlier. I can't remember which round I picked him to get stopped in, but maybe I didn't even pick him to get stopped. But I just got him getting beat up pretty bad. I think it's probably time for him to hang him up, like you said. I'm looking forward to seeing what type of fight it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the type of fight that everybody loves. That's the action-packed, guys going down a couple of times type fights, but I just don't see that Darchinyan is going to be the one knocking him down.
Hey, what's the dude's record he's fighting?
26-1 with I think 21 KOs.
Oh yeah, he knocking out Darchinyan. I mean, Darchinyan, the punch resistance is down. I mean, he ain't had the greatest chin, but he ain't had the worst. I mean, other than getting knocked out by Darchinyan, I mean, what's the name? Donito Donaire back in 07 before, he started declining. I mean, he had a sturdy chin, but I mean, this is at what, 130 pounds?
126.
Oh shit, yeah, he need to go back down. I mean, yeah, he gonna lose or win a decision he don't deserve.
Oh man, I hope we don't get no robberies this weekend in none of these fights. I'm
Except
hoping
the
they're
except the
all
Geale
working
fight.
hard.
Except the
Huh?
Geale fight. Except Geale get the title off of Cotto. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I sure did. Cotto don't need the title.
Absolutely. If you saw my breakdown video, I'm pretty sure y'all well aware that I picked Daniel Geale to beat Miguel Cotto, and I'm a fan of Cotto, but I see Daniel Geale's style causing a lot of issues. I think the length, the speed, the lateral movement, the little angles he punches from, and believe it or not, a lot of people they okay, like off of the Gennady Golovkin fight, a lot of people say, oh, Daniel Geale can't punch. But if you look at Daniel Geale versus any other middleweight, he's hit him and he shook him up some. He
Barker.
almost knocked Darren
Barker
Barker out
out
with a
with a
body
body
shot.
shot. Whew, that was nasty.
It was very well calculated too.
Man, let's rob Cotto of the title. And I like Cotto, but I don't care. He's holding that belt up hostage, man. He don't want to face Canelo for real. Talking about Canelo didn't rise to the occasion. Sit your ass down, and you don't want none of Golovkin, so why don't you take your ass back down to welterweight then, so you ain't got to worry about Canelo or Golovkin. Shit.
No, because his ass is too fat to lose that weight.
He lazy, man. He lazy.
Yeah.
He chilling with that dude friend of him too much, man. Get in the gym and work out. Man, Cotto done pissed me off, man. I'm about to start having a rant in a minute. Shit.
You know what? I think Cotto done rubbed all everybody the wrong way, especially the way he's been acting lately. That's like he's on record as saying if Daniel Geale don't make 157 pounds, he's not gonna fight.
Yeah, I bet he didn't tell Jay-Z that shit. Jay-Z was like, hold on, Playboy. I don't know how y'all do stuff in Puerto Rico or whatever. I mean, with Top Rank, you ain't counseling this event. But
Hell no.
get your ass in the ring and defend that title or whatever it is you gonna do.
Yeah, man, he is tripping, dude. He's been like, you remember when Sergio Martinez said that he's never seen somebody be so much of a diva. There had to
Yeah.
be stuff. There had to be stuff between those negotiations that we didn't know about. That Miguel Cotto just had to be like
Really
a real
don't.
hoto.
Yeah, Hoto.
You
Like
know what?
I don't know, man.
The main thing that got me with that fight, and when I heard Cotto say it, I was like, oh wow. So Cotto team says that they're outlawing Sergio Martinez winning a knee brace.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know. That was. I don't know. Cotto, man. Cotto, he just. Man, I hope he get robbed. Like I said, man. I don't care. I don't care to see a Canelo Cotto fight because he ain't gonna fight him anyway. So it don't matter.
I can't agree with that. Since now I want to see Canelo versus Cotto, but I think Daniel Geale is about to stop that.
I mean, I want to see the fight too, but yeah, he gonna have Canelo come in at like what 152 and all that stuff.
Right. Hell,
I'm just gonna tell y'all something,
hopefully
man.
don't, man. Huh?
I'm just gonna tell y'all something. Cotto, the way that I don't think I don't think that they believed that they were gonna beat Sergio that bad. And with them
Right.
beating Sergio that bad, they like everybody's knocking on the door. I think that fight was luck. I'm starting to believe that now.
You
I mean,
know,
at first I wanted to give credit, but I'm starting to believe that it was luck, and they know it was luck, and they're trying to buy time.
I just feel like this because, like I say, Cotto he's been contradicting himself for forever, especially in regards to this fight he's getting ready to come up with. He's on record as saying Gennady Golovkin hasn't faced elite competition and things like that. But then again, why are you fighting the guy he destroyed in 3 rounds?
I can't answer that question, man. You got to ask
Right.
Hoto.
Right. You got. No, but honestly, like I say, I mean, I'm gonna say this. I respect the hell out of Miguel Cotto for what he's done in his career. But what I will say at middleweight, Miguel Cotto has turned from being balls to the wall, balls to the wall. I mean, brave. He's turned from being like a brave fighter to he's very, 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 very cautious. He's a little too cautious for my liking, to be honest. Because now he was daring to be great when he stepped up to fight Sergio Martinez. Now you beat Martinez, and it's like you take a whole year off. Now you're fighting Daniel Geale, and Daniel Geale is a good middleweight.
Yeah.
And hell, I mean, I gotta think he's good because I'm actually predicting him to beat Cotto. So the thing with that is now if he beats if Miguel Cotto wins, I mean, like I said, all respect in the world to him because I mean he'll deserve it because Daniel Geale is gonna make him fight. Daniel Geale is gonna come to fight Saturday, and I mean we gonna be in one of. I mean, I think we're in for a very solid fight. My only thing is, I I just like I said, because HBO they got like they got a agreement that Cotto has to fight Canelo. I don't want anything blocking that if Cotto wins, but I don't think Cotto's gonna win on Saturday.
Man,
Man,
Cotto,
every
man.
close
We
round
in
is
a,
going to Cotto.
yep.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Every close round going to Cotto, like JG said.
I mean, but you know what? Everybody said that with the Austin Trout fight too. That's the same way everybody was thinking. Every
But he
close
didn't have.
round would go to Cotto, but it didn't.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but you got a Canelo
But
fight,
none
and you
of them
got.
rounds was close though.
You had a Canelo fight then.
Yeah, but them rounds wasn't
For
close
Trout,
though.
I mean maybe, but I don't know, man. I just think
If,
that Cotto
if
don't need
Cotto
to
would have
be
beat
at the
Trout,
middleweight division.
if Cotto would
I
have
mean,
beat Trout, he would have fought Canelo next.
well, Trout easily beat Cotto in my opinion. He easily beat him. I mean,
And that's why he's being cautious. To answer your question, I mean, or to pretty much add on to what you were saying, Smooth Cat, I think that Austin Trout scared the hell out of him. Because I mean, he wasn't expecting Trout to beat him like that, and no matter what people say, Trout pretty much washed that fight.
yeah, he dominated easy. I mean, Cotto maybe won 3 rounds.
Yeah, I
Right.
had Cotto winning 3 rounds.
Yeah, it was a. I don't know. It's kind of like we damned if we get a Gill victory because he's gonna face Golovkin in a rematch, which
He gonna get destroyed.
I don't want to see that again. You know what I'm saying? He might as well just walk over to wherever Golovkin living and hand in the belt and just call it a day. I'm serious though. Like I watch it because I'm a boxing fan, but I don't want to see that shit. I mean, he probably
I
ended like
watch it
that.
because I want to see the lamb sacrificed
See, you sick,
again.
JG. See, JG, you sick like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Yeah, it probably be worse. He probably beat his ass. Like he'd be fighting for the lineal title, so he'd be like, you know what? I ain't got time to be wasting with Gil. I'm gonna go and chop him down in 1 round and call out Canelo.
Man, Triple G beat his ass like that father beat his son on the street.
Oh, you smoking in my ring?
Oh man.
He's like, it wasn't me, Daddy.
I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny.
It's not, but still, he beat his ass.
He
And that's
walked
how
him
Gil
down like
looked.
Golovkin.
Yeah. He ran him across the street and back, and then they had him sitting down after he whooped his ass and thought about it.
Well, all right.
Nah, man, he didn't think about
What's
it,
the
man. That
official
kid,
prediction for Cotto Gill? Go ahead, JG. Official prediction.
I, I think that Gil is probably going to win most of the rounds, like you're pretty much calling for. But what I think is going to happen is that all the close rounds are going to go to Cotto, and I don't believe that they're going to mess up that Cotto Canelo fight this time. And I got it being a draw. A draw is just enough for Cotto to get out of there and still have that Cotto Canelo fight in September.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Big cool.
When I say this, I'm not comparing the two talent wise, but I can see this fight actually turning out like the fight that like the fight that happened a year ago. It should have been that way if Sergio was healthy. I look at Gil as sort of a poor man's Sergio Martinez. He does throw punches. He throws a good amount of punches. He's in and out. He got good foot movement, lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhat athletic. I can see him pot shotting and just really, hurting Cotto as the fight wears on. Cotto gets, frustrated. He started to get tired, and he started to get hit with shots he don't see coming. And I just think that I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go Daniel Geale, 10th round TKO. I think that he's just going the
Mm.
accumulation of power punches and I'm telling you, man, he is Daniel Geale is a good fighter. He
Yeah.
gave Golovkin a little bit of few problems. Like you got to watch the fight close to see him, but he did make Golovkin miss at times. And Golovkin is much bigger than and much bigger and a fresher fighter than Cotto. I just think that Gil gonna be too much for him, man. And Cotto gonna have his moments, but I think that Gil gonna get him out of there with accumulation of punches, probably cut him up just because he has decent speed, and I think Gil gonna go all out for the victory. I don't think Cotto can knock Gil out, by the way, either.
I don't see Cotto getting a stoppage win either. Now, I won't say he can't hurt Gil, 'cause I
Yeah,
won't
he
go
can
there.
hurt him to the body.
Right, but like I say, I don't know. I got all my eggs in the basket. I believe Gil is about to upset the apple cart, and I got him winning the unanimous decision, 116-112.
and then watch Canelo go up to 160. Talking about I'm ready for middleweight division now. Watch. He all of a sudden I born ready for the middleweight division, and then when he win the title, he got to face Golovkin. Oh damn, Miguel, you joined all late and shit.
Oh, that's all good. How you doing, Mouse?
Yo,
Yo,
y'all almost done? Y'all
yo.
almost done?
No, we're not done yet.
Uh,
Okay. What's your take on Miguel Cotto versus Daniel Geale?
um, I don't know. I'm not really too happy with Miguel Cotto at the moment, so I'm a little biased right now
Oh,
at this moment.
all
But
us sound the same way then.
I think Cotto is gonna win, but I think Cotto is gonna win just because I think it's a
Cotto.
setup fight. I think it's a setup fight. You know what I mean? I can see everything that everybody's saying with Gil and him being the bigger guy and, with the upset and everything, but I highly doubt that if it goes to a decision, there's no way Cotto's gonna lose in New York.
But
Yeah,
but we said that in the Austin Trout fight.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, they're trying to set up a super mega fight with Canelo, and it would just make more sense
Right.
business wise
But if you
and
look at it,
everything.
they were trying to do it then too.
What's up?
I said that they were trying to set that fight up then too.
Yeah, but it just seems more and more. HBO seems to be more wanting to make it happen after the destruction of Kirkland now. So, I mean, apart from Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, that was really the biggest fight to happen. But I don't know. I mean, I got Cotto by unanimous decision just because of all the stipulations that are being, put into the fight with Cotto doing what I don't know. I got this problem with everybody saying that Freddie Roach did it to Miguel Cotto in the Pacquiao fight. Floyd did it to Marquez. Pacquiao did it to all these people. Listen, it doesn't matter how many people did catch weight. I mean, don't do your own thing. Don't worry about what everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? You're the
Right.
160 belt holder. It's 160, not 157, not 159 and a half, not 158, not 155. It's 160. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody coming out and saying, if you don't fight me at 157, then I'm out of the fight. I mean, man, I wouldn't even take that fight. I would just have them
Yeah,
his ass and fuck him.
I call this bluff. I'm like, well, fuck you then. I mean, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not about to drain myself. I'm like, well, all right, I'll go fight somebody else.
Cause I think that's what's gonna be the biggest how do you say that word? The biggest advantage for Cotto. The biggest advantage for Cotto is gonna be that bringing Gil down to 157 and then having him blow up in one day. Like that's gonna take a toll on his body. And yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they're doing that. So that's why I'm saying like that's why I think Cotto's gonna win a UD. Because you also got to take into consideration Gil's gonna come in like 170 fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Cotto it might backfire though, because Saturday will be one day shy of a year since he fought. Didn't he fight Martinez June
Yeah,
7th?
last year, June 7th.
So it'd be a year shy. I think the rest might play a factor. I mean, it might backfire. I hope it backfire. I hope it backfire. He get robbed or something because he don't deserve that title. I mean, because he ain't trying to fight nobody. I said it, Puerto Rican fans, Mouse, you back me up. I know you're Puerto Rican, but I don't care. And he need to get out the middleweight division, man, because he ain't trying to fight nobody. He ain't trying to
Yeah,
fight Cotto.
I think is
I mean, damn, he ain't
I would
trying to
say
fight.
he is Cotto. Hell.
I mean, shit. He ain't trying to fight Canelo for real. He gonna find a way out of that fight.
yeah, I don't know. You'd be surprised how many Puerto Ricans right now are upset with the whole situation. I know it's for myself as a Puerto.
Mouse. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, Mike.
He talking?
Yeah.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him at all.
Well, I hear him.
I hear him. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mouse.
I hope the viewers can hear him. Man, I really hope we ain't sitting here on live air
You
dead.
might just let him finish, man.
I can't hear him.
I mean, they can hear him. I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Mouse. I mean, you're right. He is a draw. I mean, I'm not gonna completely issue on Cotto because Cotto is a warrior. He has fought a lot of great fighters, been a lot of great, fights, and he has put it on the line. But
The viewers can't hear Mouse because I can't. The viewers can't hear Mouse.
they said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, hey, exit out, Mouse, and come back in. But like I said, Cotto, I'm not gonna completely issue on him, but at 160, he ain't done shit. He ain't betting about shit, and he ain't trying to be about shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got that title.
He's too cautious. He being too cautious.
Yeah,
Nope.
he's being
Yeah.
You hear Mike? All right, there you go. But yeah, Cotto ain't done nothing at 160 other than beat Martinez, and some people don't give him credit for that. I do, but
I do too.
I don't want to, but I mean, shit.
Now, Mike, what I was saying was that as a Puerto Rican, I don't. A lot of people think that I have like a personal vendetta with Cotto, and it's not that I have a personal vendetta with Cotto. It's just a simple fact that Cotto is about Cotto. No Puerto Rican fighter in history has ever been the way that Cotto has. You know, when Trinidad fought Hopkins and fought Roy Jones, he went up to fight them. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there was 50 speculations that were involved. You know, if you want to fight, you want to fight. Period. Cotto is a warrior. I mean, he's been in there with a lot of good names. He has a pretty good resume. But I mean, that's old Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Like the 154 Cotto is what? He had 3 losses, 2 wins.
He lost to he lost to Trout and Mayweather. He beat Rodriguez, Yuri Foreman, Mayorga,
and Delvin Rodriguez.
I said Rodriguez. I said him. I said Rodriguez, Mayorga, and Foreman. He beat them. He was struggling in that fight with Foreman anyway till he tore his ACL. But
He lost to Pacquiao, right?
he lost at welterweight. I mean Pacquiao.
He got destroyed by Pacquiao, moved up in weight, got beat up by Floyd, then
he beat Margarito. He beat Margarito too.
Yeah, he got the rematch of Margarito, then loses to Trout, and then takes a moment away from boxing to come back and fight Rodriguez, right?
No, he fought Yuri Foreman. He fought Yuri Foreman going up. I mean, he fought Yuri Foreman after. Yeah, I thought Margarito was his first fight.
No, Foreman for the WBA championship.
He fought Foreman after Pacquiao, right? He went up and fought Foreman.
No, he fought. Yeah, he did.
Pacquiao.
Yeah, he fought Pacquiao, then Foreman, then Margarito, then Trout, then Mayorga. He fought Mayorga first.
He fought Floyd before Trout.
He fought Floyd. He fought Mayorga before all of them. It don't matter, man. He just fought some people, man. I mean,
my thing with Cotto is I feel like he puts too much on him. Like even going into the Martinez fight, like I understand you were the bigger draw in that fight, but I mean Martinez was the champion. You know what I'm saying? That was still the champ. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna knock Cotto because Cotto did exactly what he had to do. Martinez can't pick on that one because me as a champ, I would have just told you 50. I'm gonna go fight somebody else. You know what I mean?
But wasn't nobody bringing that money like Cotto was.
I understand.
Martinez at the time was running from Golovkin.
I mean, shit. I wouldn't say he was running. He was jogging fast, cause you know his knees. He was jogging. You know what I'm saying?
He was speed walking.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do too much pressure on his knee, but
That Tom wasn't gonna bring him the money that Cotto was gonna bring him either.
True.
hey, let me ask y'all a question. If you think they would have fought Golovkin and Martinez in his situation with his knees, the first good shot land, you think Martinez would have took a dive and just like, you know what, the knee hurt me?
I'm gonna tell you this. Now, you remember how Cotto hit him with that left hook in that first round?
Yeah.
And that was Golovkin. Now, you remember how Sergio did Paul Williams?
Oh, that's my boy Pete Wills.
I think it would have looked similar, but it would have been flip flopped.
But I'm saying but what if he would have got up? I mean, he was aware. I mean, it hurt him, but he like
Nah, I think he would have stayed his ass down. That's what I think.
Football. You know how he
would
used to
have
play.
closed them eyes. He'd have been like this.
He would have stayed down and said, my knee. He would have grabbed his knee. So I can't continue.
Hey, you know how we used to play football, right? We do something wrong, and the coach, and we know we about to get a year. Then we try to fake the injury, be like, hey, he would have got hit in the head and grabbed his knee like he just been hit, like he just took a left hook to the knee. He's like, shit.
Oh man, them days.
Yeah, man, but
Had his knee brace on, that fight would have been different.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, because I think the brace would have kept the knee stable, but you know, not having a brace, it did. You know, the knee was like, I guess whatever in there, loosey goosey, and he really couldn't move. That was the worst. That was the worst super fight ever. I mean, really get the build. The undercard was horrible. I mean, the main event was horrible.
I think that Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao was the worst super fight ever.
I agree with that. I think Floyd and Pac, they definitely had a weak under. The main event wasn't.
Man, that's cause Pacquiao, man. I mean, he put on Pacquiao. Shit.
Well, I was talking about the whole event. Like the undercard was trash.
Well, I'm talking like I'm talking about like I should have said a fourth. I don't know. They were both bad. I mean, it's top ranked though. You expect that. And I streamed that pay per view. I had a good old stream on that one too. I should have streamed the main pay.
Hey, I'm shocked you was able to stream that one. Hell, everybody else I know they was cutting them off.
Oh, cut what up on who?
The stream for Mayweather and Pacquiao.
No, I didn't stream. I bought that one. No, I didn't stream that. No.
You talking about Cotto Martinez?
Yeah, I streamed that one and the Angulo and Canelo fight.
Nah,
I ain't streamed that. Nah.
Cotto Martinez one. I was supposed to go to that one. I bought the ticket in there.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, some stuff happened at the last minute where I couldn't go.
Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't buy that Mayweather Pacquiao.
Man, let me tell you what I did for Cotto Martinez, yo. I went all out. I went to Best Buy and got me a cord for my iPad, and I hooked that up to my TV. So I streamed that joint to my big TV, and I'm sitting there watching it. It was cutting in and out and all that. I didn't care. I saw everything.
He's like, shit. Hey, look, hey, I ain't gonna lie. That first knockdown, I was like, wow. I was like, oh shit.
Man, look, I was streaming it like I was watching like the old cable box, like I was watching the Spice Channel or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was watching the blurry vision and all that. Like, I think that's a titty right there. That's how I was watching that fight.
Yeah, that's how I be like, I see two nipples. It's like shit.
Right.
Hey, Mike, JG was like, I think there was a left hook right there. I don't know, I'm not for sure, but
I think he knocked him down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
okay, somebody on the ground. I can't see which one it is. I see hair, so
I'm guessing that's not Cotto.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in with Colossal Boxing Talk. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Like Big Cool said the other day, and I've been quoting the mayor since. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to bring another friend and get another friend to join that friend, and then all us, we can be friends while y'all supporting Colossal Boxing Talk.
Bring your girlfriends. Hey. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I'm smooth, Cat. I'm here to fuck somebody's wife. Long.
I hope you can edit that part out, but I'm Big Cool, and I'm just here to talk boxing. That's it. And bash Cotto. I'm just joking.
All right. Smooth cat out.
Yo.